Hello everyone, and welcome back to Beekeeping Simulator, I mean All the Mods 9. We're back. Last episode we did some pretty good upgrades in terms of getting more bees happening. So we've got this stuff down here which allows us to make more bees, and we've got a bunch of bees, and the bees should be growing up, which means we should have a lot of bees, so that's good. And we can chuck them in here, but I will admit, we might have jumped the gun a little bit in one or more aspects. Specifically, the fact that we've got all these bees, and, well, I guess the vanilla bees don't have traits, do they? Or at least not obvious traits, whereas the draconic bees do. They have, like, the productivity. So, you know what? We might be okay. I'm not sure just yet. What I'll do this episode is we'll expand this up a bit so we've got a lot more honey coming in. That should be fine. But more importantly, I want to attempt to get my hands on the very high gene, the productivity gene, so that we can get these guys producing a lot faster. I don't know the rate. I guess we could compare some. That'd probably be pretty cool to see. But yeah, that's the plan. So how do we get it? Well, we apparently need a how do you spell it? Kamikaze? Kamikaze. Yeah, kamikaze bee. This guy here. Now, to obtain the bee, as you can see, no recipe. Now, you can make the egg, I guess using the bee's traits, but I don't believe that even gives you the right stuff for whatever reason. I think we need to find this guy completely naturally. Bee nest helmet. 30% chance to spawn a kamikaze bee when hit. 30%, that's pretty good. So I guess we need that. I'll be honest, I didn't know you needed this. But apparently we chuck a bee nest on a diamond helmet and we're good to go. And then, I don't know, you can pimp out the helmet to be even cooler. Cool. Yeah, sweet. So, I guess we'll try to do that. A bee nest. Oh, a bee nest has no recipe. Really? Oh god, this just got a lot harder to do. Now, I will say, in the past, we've had trees spawn here with beehives, right? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do... Oh, how does this thing work? Hold on. I need to hop down here. Oh god. You know what? We made a way around, didn't we? Hold on, let me... Hold on. How do I get down there? Is it this thing here? Yeah, okay. So, we should be able to at least turn this guy off. Boom. It's off. We can clean it up a bit as well. Maybe. Maybe not. Why are they... They're grabbing on this side, aren't they? Because I've got this set to be higher than 1. And I want that to happen on all of them? To just be 1? I think that works. I might have broken something else, but I don't know. It should be fine. So, we've got trees spawning here, rapidly. And we're hoping to get a bee nest. That is the thought and intention here. Now, if I chop a tree down, I don't think the nest falls off it. So, once again, we should be able to find a nest, at the very least. Now, the only problem we have is these trees grow rapidly, which means it's kind of hard to see whether we're getting anything good. And I also don't even know if they were vanilla bee nests that I saw spawn when they did spawn. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure how well this is going to go. I should probably look up if there's like a better way to get my hands on them, if there's some sort of like bee... You know what? There's, like I think there's productivity bee villages, maybe? And they might have nests. So I'm just trying to really rattle my brain and try to think of where we could find the stuff. Did we have a bee nest near us in a different location? I know we've seen some like out and about, but I don't know what we did with them. Whether we just left them. Or at least I think we found some out and about, but... If you were a bee nest, where would you be? Alright, I'll tell you what. I'll keep chopping these down and hoping they spawn here. I might do a little bit of Googling and whatnot to see if there's a better way to go about this. But, yeah. Boom. Now we're in a lavender field. That is where we have found our first bee nest. I was heading actually to a sunflower field. Because apparently, or sunflower plains they call it. Because apparently that's another one they can spawn in. Cool. So, I imagine we want to silk touch this guy up. This guy has silk touch. It says that I'm allowed to attempt this, so we've got our magnet on. we got the bee nest, and I'm going to run away before the bees attack me. Will those bees live? Probably not. Nah, they'll find a different hive. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Trust me. Cool. We've got a bee nest. We combine that with a diamond helmet. You know what? The fact that when I look in here, it still says I don't have one means it's possible. I was going to say, it's possible I already had one. In fact, do you reckon we can use just any nest? No. Okay. But this bee nest will work? Yes. Cool. Okay. We have a bee nest helmet with 363 durability. We probably don't need to upgrade this at all. Oh, it actually looks very funny. But we do need to get hit by some stuff. And that could be tricky because this stuff doesn't cause damage. So I probably want to go somewhere else. What I might do... What's the best... I'm trying to think of like the easiest way to do this. I'm thinking like just jumping in the end because there's a bunch of stuff there. But I guess the nether would probably be better. And we'll take off our rebounding trait as well as our repellent. Now, that might make us a little bit vulnerable to attacks, but I guess we'll pretend that's okay for now. On top of that, to get these bees, so they're going to spawn, and I'm guessing they're going to attempt to kamikaze. So I think what we want is a bee catcher. So this guy here. And then whatever upgrades we can chuck in this guy. So I think there's baby ones, which is fine, I guess. But I think I've heard that there's range upgrades. I've had somebody helping me out in Discord. Loth has been helping me out, so big ups to them. They've been telling me about all these bees and whatnot and how to go about this. So we want... Where is it? This range upgrade. Boom. So we'll probably automate that. I don't know if we need a speed upgrade on top of that. Maybe we do. I'm not too sure, but we'll go ahead and make this. Iron blocks and some combs. That should be easy enough. Chuck that in there. And upgrade. Where is it? Why am I sure? What does it look like? It's this thing. It's this thing. Range upgrade. All right, we'll grab 4 because I assume that's what it takes. We apparently don't have honeycombs. It seems insane. Like, we've got a decent amount of bees. Maybe I should place the bees we have before I go on this mission. I also don't know what the range is on this guy. It didn't really say, did it? It doesn't say there. There is a book I could consult, but... book schmuck, right? Okay, so first and foremost, bees. What do we have? These are child bees. We have 60 adult vanilla Minecraft bees. We have a bunch of beehives. We don't have any advanced beehives or anything. Cool. Let's add those recipes because that seems worthwhile. Now, I'm not sure if we want to leave a gap between... Like, I'm not sure how these beehives... Oh my god. Are going to interact with stuff. Shears and campfire. I guess we'll do that. That seems fine. Shears and campfire, yeah. And then the expansion box. Let's grab that. Oak expansion box. And let's also get the normal beehive, because I don't think we actually have that properly set up. And we want planks. It's possible we do, but worst case, we've got an extra one. No harm done there, hopefully. Boom, cool. It also looked like we didn't have shears. Although we've got a bunch of shears, they're not automated, so we may as well. That way we can make, obviously, a lot more of those. And I don't think we even had campfires. Although, once again, we have a bunch. It probably would be beneficial to hit you with one of those. Cool. Okay, so beehives, advanced oak beehives. Let's see what we've got up there. Since I guess we don't have to be up there. Boom, boom, boom. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll get 7 more. There's no real reason to do this specific amount aside from just that's the area we've got. Let's grab those and the expansion boxes. The one thing I was a little bit concerned... I guess it won't actually matter. I wonder if you can place the expansion boxes below the beehives. I'm guessing you can. You can. Okay, cool. So what we actually want to do here, if we really want this to work, is switch to a real pickaxe. I think we just broke an advanced oak beehive. That's totally fine. Let's get another one. It might have been picked up below or something. I'm not sure, but... there we go. What we'll do instead is we'll place another expansion box here and do them sort of flipped. You know what I mean? Like that. And that should work pretty nicely. So this guy will need a few things, one of which is obviously fluid pipes. I know our inventory is horrible, but that's the way of the world. Oh, it connects up there, doesn't it? Cool, yeah. Let's make it look a little bit nicer. Yeah, so we'll connect all those, and then we'll bring them all out here. Now, they don't need to connect like this, but I think you already know what's about to happen. And that is that I'm going to make each of these look cooler. Because it's worth it. Trust me, it's well worth it. See? Already worth it. You get to see some stuff. Now, why is the honey going up? Is that just until it finds where it needs to go? Yeah, okay. So that's all good. Now, these will need feeding troughs as well. It's a lot messier than I thought it would be, to be completely honest with you. Stone. Let's go ahead and get some of that smelted up. Oh, God. You know what? I'm just going to rebuild that there and then another stack on top. I'll be back. I'll do it off camera. There's no point me wasting time doing this. Okay, well, I had to rearrange a little bit of it just because of the way that this worked. I'm hoping that these work at that height. We'll cross our fingers. We'll hope. Down here, we've got this guy, and he can receive those two. And so that should pull the stuff in. And, I mean, they should be pretty much good to go. Obviously, they still need the upgrades, which, of course, I haven't made yet. But that's about it. So, yeah. Alright, cool. Well, that'll process whatever. If we don't have the range upgrades, that's also fine. It's okay. We're going to hop into the nether, and I think we're going to give this a shot. Now, it's a 30% chance. That's really good. Like, that is pretty good. We should be okay here. I mean, I guess we're going to find out. But we should be. That's the point. Now, it's possible that we need to get some mobs that aren't as powerful as the ones that we have in the nether. For example, we've got what? Enderman. We've got some piglins. Piglins hit pretty hard. When hit? I'm already regretting this. Alright, we've got a piglin. Piglins hit hard, but we're going to see how we go here. I'm going to punch him. Okay. He's not hitting that hard, though. Oh, I also... That's a... That's a kamikaze bee, right? Yeah, it is. And I think it just did its job. Okay, hold on. You can't hear me? Okay, we're good for now. Hold on. I do have the catcher with me. This guy doesn't need power. Oh, brilliant. Alright. Let's have this guy hit me a couple times. And see if he catches. I don't know if he... You know what it looks like? It looks like he needs bee cages or something. Can I capture you at least? Hey! We've got one. Productivity, very high. Perfect. Now, he took care of that zombie piglin, sadly. But, I mean, it sort of worked, I guess. How many do you think we need? Do you reckon we can get away with just 2? And then do, like, some, whatchamacallums? What's that guy? Shilch the Mythical over there. Yeah, I reckon if we get 2, we might be able to breed them. Maybe, and then like we can get a lot more traits from them. I'm guessing that's how this works. We'll obviously be able to put that to the test. Hopefully shortly. Piglins. Brilliant. So, I'm going to slap this guy down. I'm going to chuck in bee cages. I'm going to hit this. And we're going to see if that's how this works. Okay, already that's not how this works. So let's go ahead and just start spamming this to try and capture them before they do, well, I guess the kamikaze. I swear I've right-clicked at least one of those guys, just on the record. I'm pretty confident that I have attempted. Allegedly I just need one. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. But they're actually so tiny. Alright, I've got 2. We have 2. We have 2. Alright, I'm gonna head back home. Everything's fine. I mean, honestly, that wasn't too bad. Assuming, of course, that we can breed them. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make a much better system. Probably with range upgrades and, you know, actually seeing if it works. So I've got this guy here, this breeding chamber that we can probably use. So I'll chuck them in here. 2 kamikaze bees. Will they breed? I don't think it even ate a flower there. So my guess is, it says they can't breed amongst themselves. Which I guess is fair. I guess that makes sense. If they would take any flour. So that's not working. Okay. Well, we've got 2. You know what? This might be fine because we should be able to make another bee that will then get 2 very high productivities. Okay. We'll give this a shot. I have a feeling we're going to need to jump back in and do a lot more work, but we'll try as this is. So what we need now is a way to get the genes out of this bee. Now, you could probably do that with a gene, pokey, splicey, dicey upgrade, whatever it's called. Or we can make a machine. So let's go productivity. Let's grab out the big book of bees and see if it mentions the machine. It should hopefully be here somewhere, although it isn't, because it's none of these. It's a multi-block you make. I don't know if it's an actual multi-block you make or if it's just you do it with a piston. You know what I mean? Wait, where's genetics? I saw genetics. Collecting genes. This. The bee bottler. The bottler, together with a piston, can be used to bottle up bees. Place a bee in the middle and pull the lever. Make sure the bottler has empty bottles inside. Throw the bottled bee in a centrifuge to separate the useful stuff from the junk. So that is what we will attempt to do. We need to get a bee bottler and a piston. So we've got a bottler. We should have plenty of pistons, or if not, we can make plenty. Shouldn't be a problem. And now we just need to make a safe and secure room to deposit these bees into. I'm guessing we can use like a dispenser or something. So we'll also grab one of those just to sort of make it so that we can have it fully encapsulated without me risking letting a bee free. So we'll have the bottler here. We'll have the piston above. I'm going to place the dispenser here. Cool. And then we'll grab glass. What we can do is we can grab a glass and then we can also grab a wall board, maybe? And we might be able to pull that off. That might look nice and tidy. Okay, we'll give it a shot anyway. Lever can go up here. Of course, we need bottles. We have 2 million. Plenty. We'll place a stack into the bottler. So that is the bottler. It has glass bottles in the bottler. I just want to make sure before I destroy these guys. Make sure the bottler has empty bottles inside. Cool. Then we place in a kamikaze bee. We grab a button. We apply the button. The bee is now in there. Well, that didn't work. Where'd he go? I've got you. Come here. No, I didn't want to hit him. I wanted to break the... Okay. So that didn't work. He just sort of flew out through the gap up there. Gotcha. Yeah. So... is this really what I'm meant to do? Is there nothing else that's meant to go there? Place a bee in the middle. So in the middle. And then pull the lever. So that really didn't... Well, it didn't work. Okay. What are we thinking then? Let's grab some stone to place up top, I guess. Arguably, we place stone here as well. The problem I have is that I think that you can actually use... like, glass isn't a solid block, is my understanding. And so, like, stuff can go through it. I mean, I could just be talking out my ass there, but I believe that is true. So, kamikaze bee here. Pull the trigger. The bee is now in there. And then all I have to do is pull the lever. Oh. And we have a squashed bee material. Sweet, that worked. Cool. We just had to make it look horrible. All right. Oh. Sure. Place bee in there. Pull the trigger. And we have 2 squashed bee materials. We will then chuck them into the centrifuge. And they'll be split up. We can then search at productivity. And we have our genes. Now, we have certain percentages of each. For example, 42% of very high. As well as 44% of very high. Bunch of other tolerances and whatnot that we don't need. I think we need more bees because we need 100% to put this into a thingamabobby. So, what do we think is the best way to go about doing this? I mean, obviously we need some of these range upgrades. I think that's pretty clear for that guy. Assuming that he was even working. I don't even know if he was, to be honest. Let's grab like, I don't know, 10 bee cages. Sure. Grab those. Got our 4 range upgrades. We've got our catcher. So I just need 1 bee. What do we have in terms of spawn eggs? I could probably just spawn like a pillager. I could craft. Yeah, I could craft like a. I guess these are all like pretty deadly eggs to be spawning because they'll just explode, right? The witch is probably the most consistent. Like, I need a better spawn egg. What do we have in terms of charms? Here we go. This is where it changes. We've got some necromancers, shulkers, wraiths, zombie brutes, witch charms. We could do shulkers. Let's do some shulker eggs. That's possible, right? Yeah, shulker spawn egg. Let's spawn one of those guys. That should do the trick. We'll do it over here, I guess. I mean, we have the anti-teleportation thing over here. So we'll probably do it over here. So I'm going to place the catcher here. I'm going to chuck in the range upgrades. I'm going to give this guy some bee cages. We are then going to spawn our shulker here. He's going to spawn. He's going to attack me. And as you can see, 1 has spawned. And it is now in the thing down there. Now, if we turn on our engine, we can sort of stay at the bottom here. This guy will pop up. He'll think about it. He knew it was a bad idea. He'll attack me. Oh, God. Let's, hold on. Let's lower our throttle a bit so that we're not bouncing all over the place. Yep, you keep attacking me. That's fine. Not doing that much damage. Yep, cool. What do we have? Still just 1? Nice. Yep, brilliant. I'm surprised we don't have more different fragments. There's dreadful dirt in there, which should be spawning infinite, like, skeletons and stuff. You know what I mean? And we still just have just the normal stuff. Very odd. Another bee I saw. It has not been captured just yet, I don't think. Or has it? Yeah, sweet. Alright, we've got 3 more bees. That's pretty good. I think if we're getting 40% from each, we need 3 per gene. Or yeah, so I think we need 1 more kamikaze bee for this to be a success, I would say. I think that's all we need. So we'll see. I hear a bee. Sweet. Alright, we're good. Let's dispose of this guy. We've got our 4 genes here. We'll run these underneath. Turn off that guy. Can I? Yep, sweet. What are we putting in? Kamikaze bee. Chuck him in. Oh, he's just gonna get squashed as he goes in because the piston's already down. Perfect. You're in there too. And 1 more kamikaze bee. Perfecto. Let's chuck in our material. Hope that we get the right amount. Go back in here. Search for very. Can I do hashtag very? Sweet. And then we can find exactly what we want. We've got some 45s, some 54s, some 44s, and a 23. Ooh, ouchie. All right. Let's see. So, the 54 and what? The 42 can make a 96. We'll combine that with the 23, and that gives us a 100%. Next up, we combine these 2 to get an 88. And then we just combine them with this one. I know it's a little bit of a loss, but we do get the 100. Next up is honey treats. We are going to order 2 of these and hope that we can grab them. Beautiful. Both of these are going to turn into honey treats with the very high productivity on them. Excellent. And now comes the questionable part. So we've got adult bees here. Can I apply genes to them? Let's see. So I'm going to place this guy down. I've right-clicked him with it. Huh. Look, I'll be honest, I don't think that worked. He definitely ate the honey treat, but I think he just ate it. You know what I mean? I think it's just like, oh, delicious, wonderful, love your work. But I don't think we got anything from that. On the flip side, if we go sulfur bee, I mean, do we do sulfur bee or do we try draconic? I've been told that you can breed the draconic bees, even though I think they tell you that you can't. Breeding items, draconic. Oh, it says draconic dust to breed them. Huh. Where did I read that then? I don't know where I read it. I must have read it when they're in a cage. I swear that's a thing. That guy gets picked up. We search draconic. Oh no, it doesn't. It does not say that. Cool. Okay, so okay. But I would need draconic dust, right? 2 draconic dust. But the problem is this. Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, we'd use that to breed. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sure. Let's give this a try. So, I've got a draconic bee. He has a productivity of medium. I'm going to place him down, right-click him with the treat, and then I think I'm going to pick him back up. He now has a productivity of very high. So, you guessed it, we just need to get another one because I don't think that bee that we put it in got us the stuff. We can give it an attempt by chucking him in here. And seeing if we get very high back from that. Maybe it's a hidden perk that we're getting. Let's end a hashtag in front. No, we definitely didn't get anything from this. At productive. I think we just got some good old-fashioned vanilla bee stuff from that. I was going to see if we actually got like a gene sample that just says bee. You know what I mean? just generic bee, but so far... Oh yeah, gene sample bee. Cool. And so they reckon that he didn't get any productivity out of that? Unfortunate. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's fine. We'll just simply go back to that little shulker area. The shulker's not the best mob to be using here, but I mean, what am I gonna do? What can I do? What's a quick access mob? What do we have? Let's brainstorm, guys. Come on. I just need a mob that's just going to attack me repeatedly that I can easily grab. I mean, I should probably just grab like one of those zombie villagers and bring it back up here, right? Yeah, it's a good idea. I like your thinking. You guys have done it this time. I don't know where my portal is. Alright, I'll grab one. I'll be back. Alright, there's a bee. I realized I don't have... Oh. I realized I don't have the stuff to bring them back. Like, I don't have, Oh, I'll be back. I don't have my infinite range anymore because my system turned off. So now I'm back to a horrible experience. I'll just do the shulker. The shulker worked. Alrighty, we've got 3. We would have to get incredibly unlucky for this to not work. So we'll get rid of this guy real quick. 3 bees ready to go. Let's jump down here. Oh, turn that off. Oh, still flying. Awesome. So, kamikaze bee. Check. Oh, check. Oh, check. Alright. Second kamikaze bee. Check. Third kamikaze bee. Also check. We should get... Uh-oh. There should be another one. Which is a problem. That there's not another one. Because the chance of these guys giving me what I want is very, very low. Okay, cool. Well, let's cross our fingers then. Because we do not have what we are after. Hashtag very. Here we go. What do we get? 20. Oh my god, a 23 and a 15. That is ridiculous. Okay. I'll be back once we've got enough. I've clearly got to sit here for a little bit. Alright, we got a lucky streak. And have gotten, what? 7? Call that 8. Brilliant. Oh. In saying that, the kamikaze bee has vanished. Oh. Don't know what happened there, but we have what we came for. And that's the main thing. Alright, we now have, I think, enough. We got a lot of low ones, though. That's quite rough. 47, we'll add, what? The highest ones? 28, that takes us to 75. We just need one that we don't have, so we'll just add this and this. We have a 100, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put the rest of these bees away. We've got a very high draconic. We'll need a second very high draconic, as well as a second, or I guess a third honey treat. Honey treats. Awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. So, what's next? Great question. We grab one of the draconic bees out. What do we have in here? Normal, highs. What do we have in here? Highs, normals. What do we have in here? A medium. Cool. Okay. We now have 2 very high draconic bees, meaning we can do a lot of stuff. Awesome. What I would like to do, however, is I would like to grab some advanced beehives. 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them. Boom. I want to benchmark these 3 bees to see what they're actually worthwhile. Like what they're actually going to do for us. So for example, this guy, I guess we'll have to put... yeah, I do need the expansion boxes. Luckily, that's not the end of the world. Just so I can put like the simulator upgrade in there so we don't lose the bee accidentally. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Let's go simulators. See if we can get 3 of those built. Awesome. Because I want to see how worthwhile it is. Because, I mean, that was a fair bit of effort. Having to upgrade all your bees or make sure you breed all specific high, very high productivity bees. It's work that needs to be done. So, we've got a very high bee here. I'm going to attempt to grab out... I guess we'll just put the rest of these bees in here. Let's go bee cages. Can we craft these yet? Nope. We can craft these ones. Let's grab a stack. Whether that's too much, I'm not sure, but that's okay. I think we'll get everything from there. Let's go draconic. What do we have? We've got a medium. That's what I want to test. As well as... Oh, there's a normal as well. And then there's a high. So there's normal, medium, high, very high. I will need an extra beehive for this. So we'll quickly grab one of those. Grab an expansion box as well. And then we'll test these. What do we have? Okay. Beehive, expansion box. You'll, of course, need a simulator. In terms of doing blocks, we don't need to. We'll just do combs, I think. And we'll see what that is, because obviously it just shouldn't matter. And I'm going to do them in order. So normal, then the medium, then the high, and then the very high. So the very high will be the last one put in, meaning, if anything, it should have a little bit less than the rest. But barely, because I'm just going to literally go bam, 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 and bam. All are in. Okay? All of the bees are in there. They all have simulators very high. Now, the other stats, so the weather tolerance and the daytime, nighttime behavior shouldn't matter. With that being said, what do we have? None and binaural, or biurnal, sorry. Biurnal? Diurnal. Diurnal, sorry. This one's none, diurnal. This one is none, diurnal. This one's none, diurnal. Okay. I'm probably pronouncing those wrong. That's fine. But they're all the same. So, there we go. Now, what are we going to do? I'm going to apply a 64 times on each of these. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on each of these. I didn't put any speed upgrades in. Arguably, I should have, just to get a larger result number. But I guess we'll leave it as it is. Otherwise, I could quickly get speed upgrades. What do we have? We've got 4 of these. So that would be... what, like 16? But I only need... so it would be 12. I think we just need 12. I'm going to order 12. I'll place them in instantly one after the other. That's what I'll do. So even though I did that on here from the start, it should be okay. Actually, I'll have to wait for the timer to run out. Because otherwise, it'll be inaccurate. So that timer's run out. This timer's run out. This timer is about to run out. And this one is also about to run out. And we should see... nothing. They're wonderful, aren't they? Alright, let's try this then. Let's try to make this as quick and seamless as possible. Because obviously I don't want to mess up the amount we put in. So there's going to be 3 for each. That should be perfect. I'm going to put in 3. I'm going to put in 3. Put in 3. Put in 3. Okay, they've all got speed upgrades now. How much time do we've got? Plenty of time. I'm going to put this back up to 64. Cool. They're all at 64. They're all even higher now. And I might even push it just that one step further. That's going to cost a lot of hours, but for the sake of science, let's do it. So, these are max speed. I don't have feeding slabs. Oh my god. How embarrassing is this? Oh my god. I've just wasted so much. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh, what a fool. What a fool. Oh, it's okay. I say to myself, what are we at now? 17? Alright, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I might not need to put the timer in there at all now if these go really well. Okay, I don't think I can apply it to them just by right-clicking it. No, so I'm gonna have to do that. Then this. Then this. Then this. Okay. God, how embarrassing. Alright, I'll try the 64 times again. I'm so embarrassed. Ah, no one can stop me. Okay, these are going max speed. They have the inactive dragon egg, which is what they require. They should be producing, okay? I'm pretty sure I've done everything this time. I don't think I've messed up. The only thing we don't have are blocks. Do they need blocks? No, it should just make combs. I'm not missing anything. They should just make combs. They use normal dragon eggs, don't they? They use normal dragon eggs, don't they? I think they do. I think they do. And I've just messed it up because some of these had a speed and some of these didn't. Oh my god. I had one job not to mess. You know what? It's fine. We'll still get. What are we at now? You know what? It does not matter. Guys, I've got no excuse. I've ruined this perfect test. Is that going to keep producing even without that? 3, 4. Okay, it is. Cool. So, honey aside, we should at least get a rough average. And we're already seeing massive differences. If anything, this guy had the most time advantage with the multiplier at the start because he got it first. He has 4. This is a draconic bee with normal productivity. He's sitting at 6. So they're not perfect, but I think the results are going to be different enough for it to matter. Or for it to not matter, you know what I mean? Right, 9. I want to wait until it finishes because then they'll slow down. Okay, 11 is what we're left with. He also started with maybe 1 or 2, which is ridiculous. This guy has 30. This is the medium. So 3 times as fast is what we're gathering. Roughly 3 times as fast. Next up is the high productivity. Seems to be pretty much the same, if not a little bit. Maybe a little bit better, because once again, if you remember, this guy had a little bit of extra time, but barely any better. And this guy here is the very high, and so he is almost at 50. That's a 48, not just a 40. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good then. This guy's about 5 times faster than a normal. Roughly. You could say 4 times safely, but I mean, that difference does look good enough, I would say. What we could do, if we wanted to, is collect these bees again, place them in here again, and just leave them. You know what I mean? What I'll do first, though, is I will collect this guy out of here. And I'll breed those up so that we get a bunch of these good draconic bees, so we can run them, get a bunch, and then also have the test bee running, if that makes sense. So draconic bee, very high. Also draconic bee, very high. Cool. So both of these are going to go into this guy. Although that's cool, they do need draconic dust to breed. So we'll grab out 2 stacks of these. And I guess, based on what I'm looking at, I will attempt to get... Oh, they ate 2 of each. Oh yeah, they need 2 each. We should get 32 out of this. So that's enough bee cages. That should be fine. And all of these bees, I believe, will be very high productivity. So that should be good. Sweet. This guy here, I'll have to tell him to accept the child bees to start, you know, leveling them up. Oh, all should be good though. All should be good. Cool. Yeah, very interesting. In saying that, this guy's already at 33. This guy's still at 30. This guy's at 12. I don't know. There's definitely a difference, at least between the normal. So if you've got normal bees, what's the point? Useless. We've got these two draconic bees. Honestly, all of the draconic bees we have, we're probably going to disintegrate, to put it nicely. They can stay in there for now, but you know, it's happening. It's on its way. Cool. This guy's almost done his first bee. I could speed in the bottle. I could time in a bottle this guy if we wanted to. What I should also do. This episode's pretty much done. I wanted the high productivity. We'll, make sure we set up the auto breeding so that we get a bunch. And I'll also hook up this guy to do one last proper test before the episode ends. And the start of the next episode or during the next episode, we'll be able to check the results. Just because I didn't like the difference between these two. Between the high and the medium. The difference was not large enough. I'll tell you what it looks like though. It does look like this gives you 1 per. I guess this gives you 3 per, although we saw it went from 30 to 32. So I'm guessing it actually gives you 2. This one went to 33. So I'm guessing this guy gives you 3. And it would be safe to assume this guy gives you 4. Maybe. So, I mean, that's what it looks like. But the end results were a bit different. I'm not sure. There might even be a little bit of RNG in it. So we have a child draconic bee. I'm going to tell it, hey, you're actually going to place these in here. And they are hopefully going to accept the honey. Yep, they're going to accept the honey treats and grow up. Awesome. What I was going to say, though, that I should do is I think this mod's been updated quite a few times. We can try to make that staff again because we can get a staff that gives you infinite time acceleration, which is awesome. The problem is it's a nightmare to get for whatever reason. At Roots, there's a runic tablet. This guy sort of gives you some tips and tricks. What we wanted was not a growth powder. We wanted actually to go into spellcraft. Yeah. And so there's modifiers you can get that you put into the thing to make them work better. I might actually just have to look up someone's video. Maybe even my own video from before because I don't remember specifically what it was. All right. Do we have dragon's eyes? We do. Beautiful. You get these from chorus fruits. Or the chorus flowers from breaking them or something. It said it in here. From chorus flowers. Cool. So this is a modifier, I believe, that lets us put extra glowstone modifiers into our thing. I think this ups it to like 3 that you can put in. I think. And so we're going to be making a spell here. We need to make a spell and then we put it onto our sword. So, the mortar. Here we go. That's fine. All right. To create the most basic possible spell, simply place in the spell's recipe as well as an old root. So the old root has no modifiers. The one I have should have 3 modifiers. So I think what I do is I place in the spell recipe. So the specific recipe we want is going to be an oxeye daisy. Let's go ahead and move this stuff out of the way here. An oxeye daisy, a end stone. Go here, an end stone. Cool. I guess we'll put them in order. A golden ingot. Grab one of those. And I believe that is a sugar. I took a picture of it. It's in the runic altar thing, the runic tablet. We're going to place the spell recipe into a mortar, which I think is this guy here. So oxeye daisy. I need that end stone back, of course. End stone, gold ingot, sugar, and then I think we place in dragon's eye, glowstone. So the glowstone makes the effect stronger. And the dragon's eye makes it so we can put that many modifiers in there. So next we get the pestle. And we hit that. We now have a spell power, as you can see here, with +3 potency. Now, I could be wrong. You might be able to put more glowstone in. Sorry if I am wrong, but that's what we got. So spell powder is there. Cool. Let's consult the altar again. Or the tablet. The next thing we want to do is imbue a staff. Your mortar and pestle yield a fine spell powder to use in spells blah blah blah. Cool. Magic staves are very powerful. Cool. Awesome. So, I think I've already got the crystal staff. We made that a while ago and we just couldn't put the spell on it. So, all I do is have the grid set up as it is and allegedly just place those two in there. Verdant Spring and the crystal staff. And then I think you burn the powder. So in one of these we burn the powder. And then we have this and a verdant sprig. Well, what do you guys think? Chuck this in? Oh, okay. Oh, we have an old one with potency 1. Okay, cool. So this guy goes in. I shift right click. That should be burning. Or do I flint and steel it? I might have to flint and steel it. Okay, it's burning. I place the staff and this. Ritual is found, but the ingredients are missing or not lit. Okay, let's take our ingredient out. I don't want to waste it. Let me consult the tablet. Okay, so I'm attempting to imbue a staff. Here we go. Simply place in a stick, place your powder and wait for your staff to pop out. Okay, so that's if I just want to apply it to a basic staff. How do I apply it to my cool staff? How does that work? Alright, here we go. Adding spells. Adding spells to the staff requires a separate ritual. In addition to this ritual's displayed components, you may add up to 4 additional spell powders as incenses. Each of these will be added to the staff, overriding previous spells if necessary. Simply sneak and right-click to cycle through the staff spells. So we only want to put 1, that's fine. So here we go. That's the ritual. We've got these guys here. Possibly the right things. Hopefully the right things. And it looks like you place those 2 on the actual thing. Crystal staff and a verdant sprig. However, this new staff has one major limitation. It must be used while standing on natural block. Okay, that doesn't matter. It must be these guys that are wrong. There's a gap of 2 in between each. There's a gap of 2, a gap of 2. So there's a gap of 2 between each. Mundane standing stones. Let's go at roots because there are other ones. There's attuned standing stones. These guys are taller. That's all I got. They're taller. Standing stones, enhanced standing stones. Attuned standing stone. Oh, that's what I made. Cool. Energized stones. I would imagine it's like standing stones does these 4. Enhanced does these 3. And then energized does the rest. I guess you've got them there. So those look like the attuned ones there. Those are the normal ones we've got. And then that's the thing that's just been made. So we've got the right ones. We simply do. There's nothing else within the range. We've got the altars. These guys here. Sure. They might not be in the right spot. Let's consult them. How do they work? Okay. They will only be counted if they are within the 9x9 area around the altar and on the same level. Ignited with a flint and steel. They can be extinguished by sneak right-clicking. Place the items on the altar, and the items are ignited. Make sure you don't have any extra ingredients in the altar or extra ingredients in the burners, or the ritual will fail. Then sneak right-click the altar with an empty hand. Okay, let's do it fresh. So, nothing else is on this thing, as seen. We can pick it up and place it down again. Make sure it's fully refreshed. This guy is within the 9x9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess it's even a bigger range that we can do, but I guess it's okay being there. Hopefully. Maybe I need a new staff? Okay. Staff goes on. Sprig goes on. Potent spell goes in here. It gets ignited. I shift right click. It says the ritual is found, but the ingredients are missing or not lit. That looks pretty on fire to me. Cool. Let's try here. Cool. Let's pick this up. See what I mean there? Did that just void it as well? Awesome. Cool. Nice. That's great. That's awesome. I'm not going to bother. You know what? I will try. just try one more of these outside of the actual ritual area. We'll pick that guy up as well. This guy doesn't have anything in him, right? No. Wonderful. Just great. Go here. Cool. I've got the very weak potency in here. We can ignite that guy. Missing or not lit? Not a clue. Not a clue. I'm happy to hear your suggestions. This is the outline. This is how it looks. You saw what I tried. I would appreciate tips and tricks. Unless it's just disabled and you can't use that spell, maybe. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we were trying to get some draconic bees that are adults that have very high productivity. And we have some. Cool. I don't know what the difference is between these two, but they are different allegedly. Inside here we have nothing because of that very issue. So I'll grab out both of these and add them both to the list. Cool. Adult draconic bees. I'm going to grab one for that test that I said would do. And then we'll do the rest. So, how are we looking? We've got 13 in this guy. Useless. Let's remove him. We have 36 in this guy. Also pretty useless, not going to lie. 39. Yeah. So he is better. This is just, I guess, the test was quite faulty. Courtesy of moi. Alright. So, these guys are all empty. They don't have stuff in them. I've got those bees, right? Normal. Medium. High. And very high. Okay. So, I've got them all. I'm just going to do them again. So, boom. 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 Cool. Alright, that's going to be a test. We'll leave them be. Leave them be. See what I did there? I'll take these out. Cool. Awesome. And then in the meantime, I think we're going to fill this guy up with the good draconics that we're getting from here. So the adult, very high productivity ones. I guess they just have different health levels. Cool. So they're going to go in there. And they should get us a ridiculous amount of blocks as well, which is pretty cool. And so yeah. The rest of that's just a waiting game. I could, and it is tempting to fill up our massive auto breeder with these guys. I'll leave it for now, but that is an option that we can do. In terms of these guys, I mean, we're meant to be filling these up with bees and upgrades as well, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Alright, I've split up the stacks. And we just put one in there and then 5 in. That should get the job done. As for testing if I've gotten every single one, I guess we'll have used up all of our simulators. I guess that's a neat way to check. You know what? We're actually 1 bee short, apparently. Really? We don't have a single adult bee that I can borrow? Blazing bee... I think all the bees would be at the top, wouldn't they? All the good ones. Okay. Do I just order one? Oh! We've got one. Beautiful. No? Yeah, bee came to be. Cool. So you can go in there. Yay! Alright, so now, assuming that we have enough honeycomb, which I don't know if we do anymore, we'll try to get 14 block upgrades. We can. Beautiful. Get those built. Once they're done, I'll attempt to order the speed ones, but I have a feeling that we might not be able to. How many speed ones would we need? 28 speed upgrades? What do you reckon? 28 speed upgrades. Hey, it says we can. I'm going to go for it. Cool. Alright, that's assuming, of course, that the rose bushes work as, you know, stuff that can be used. I think they do. You know what? To find out, I could just disconnect this and we'll be able to see because there'll be honey in the system. Cool. Awesome. How are we going in the draconic section? Any more adult bees? We've got 4 more very high ones here. So we'll go ahead and put 2 in there. So this will be our first full production draconic setup. All of these ones are very high. Interesting. So I'm guessing all of the bad ones are still in here and here. and we're going to have to dispose of them. So, yeah. Alright, let's give that a shot. Chuck those in there, chuck those in there. Let's search draconic. So, well, I guess, yeah, I'll wait for them to finish. You'll be avoided. What do we have? We've got... Let's put those back in. Make sure I'm only getting rid of the ones we... So the high one can get rid of. This one we can get rid of. That one we can get rid of. That one we can get rid of. And how do I get rid of them? I'm just going to squish them. I think that's probably the best way to do it. That way we're keeping the resources. We're not just killing them out in the wild. Let's go ahead and get a timer. Can we order one of these? Cool. Grab that. Let's also grab a lever so that we can turn the timer off. This should be pretty good. I should be able to do that. Right? It's not making a sound, so I'm guessing not. That's okay. We'll do that. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do this. Pause with redstone. Okay, that doesn't work. Cool. Does that work? Awesome, it does. Cool. So I should be able to just chuck these in here. And they should all get demolished. And I can probably even lower that to 2. Turn that off. Sweet. And we can go ahead and squish all of these into some goodies. Awesome. Nice. Okay, so we now have 3 hives that are ready to accept some good bees, which is awesome. Let's get back in here into draconic, and all the draconics that are left are very high productivity ones, which is awesome. Fill that guy up, chuck 2 in there, and that should be very, 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 very good for us. So yeah, sweet, cool. In terms of the dust, I mean, we should get a bunch more. In terms of these guys, oh, you can actually see 4, 3. This guy's got 2, and this guy's got none. This guy's the medium, and this guy's the normal. Okay. Sure, whatever. Well, we'll give him more time. I think it needs a bigger average. How are these guys going? We reckon I think we're good. I think we're good. We successfully got ourselves some very high productivity bees through our bottler, which looks here. A horrible thumbnail. Maybe I'll make it look a little bit nicer by showing what we had it set up as before with the wall frame and whatnot. But I mean, that's it. We're good. We did what we set out to do. We got our hands on some high productivity bees. If we need more, like if we need to set a different type of bee, like the sulfur bees, for example, which we're sort of aiming towards to be high productivity, we can easily do that using those bees getting squished down. So that should be fine. We should be able to do that too. Worst case, more kamikaze bees. That shouldn't be a problem. The only thing that we need now is to increase both of these productions, which is obviously an ongoing thing. But like now, you know, we're getting the most out of it. So that we can get a lot more of these productivity upgrades. Ideally the best, which reminds me, let's quickly add the recipes for that to see what we'll need so that we can sort of brace ourselves for the long term. So this is the beta. We've got all the ingredients for it. Awesome. This is the gamma. We have not got, what, simulator and a productivity. That should be fine. Echo shards. I don't know how to get those. I'm guessing they're from like the warden or something. And then this one, which uses Heart of the Sea. Also not sure how to get them reliably. What's this? Skulk combs. Oh, cool. So we could skulk bee it up, or we could warden prediction. Either option works for me, to be honest. And then Heart of the Sea is craftable, apparently, using some essences. So it's an option. Otherwise we get some antimatter and we turn a nether star into one. Or we raid some buried treasure. That's a bit rough for how much we would need. We would need a lot. I would have to go through a lot of buried treasure. We'd have to somehow simulate buried treasure. Okay. We'd probably have to do this then if we wanted to. Okay, cool. Nice. I'm happy. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're having a fun time. I think you guys are, but you know, I can still hope. And yeah, everything else appears to be working. Oh, we've got an interesting honey predicament up there. We also have honey being made up here, so we know these machines are working, which is awesome, which means I can attach this back on. Cool. Once the honey makes its way over here, that should be fine. Cool. Yeah, cool. That'll work. That's all nice. This guy, I will say, isn't... Oh, is he extracting? Oh, he is. Cool. Awesome. Is that going to continue that way? Hopefully. Let's see. Well, he's trying. I think it is working, though. I think it's fine. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, of course, to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our Tier 3 channel members, Melizzi, Andre, and Final Phoenix 13. Thank you, guys. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.